Good evening to everyone. My name is Oscar Troncoso and I am the Anthony AISD Superintendent. It is my pleasure to welcome our students and their families and all their invited guests, including our faculty and staff, our school board members, all our other honored guests, and our online audience. Tonight to this special evening of commencement for the Anthony High School class of 2021. Thank you to everyone who has come here to UTEP to join us in celebrating our graduates. Without the support and guidance of their families and the teachers and staff, this special evening would not be possible. Now it's time to begin the special ceremony. Thank you. Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Oscar Troncoso. Yo soy el superintendente de Anthony AISD. Es un placer para mí dar la bienvenida a nuestros estudiantes y a sus familiares, a todos sus invitados, a nuestros maestros y personal, y miembros del consejo elegido, y todos los demás invitados, incluyendo nuestra audiencia virtual. A esta noche especial de inicio de la clase de Anthony High School de 2021. Gracias a todos los que han venido aquí hoy a UTEP para unirse con nosotros en esta celebración de nuestros graduados. Sin el apoyo y la guía de sus familias, los maestros y el personal, esta noche especial no sería posible. Ahora ya es el momento de comenzar nuestra ceremonia especial. Muchas gracias. At this time, Kayla Peregrino will sing the national anthem, followed by Viviana Gonzalez, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. You may be seated. And thank you, Kayla and Brenda. Before I acknowledge the guests on the stage, I would like to take the time to honor the servicemen and women present here today. If you are a veteran or you are still serving, please stand so we can honor your dedication and sacrifices to our country. Thank you. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our honored guests, Dr. Troncoso, Superintendent, Mrs. Saldivar, High School Counselor, Mr. La Torre, Middle School Principal, Mrs. Mosley, Elementary Principal. Our Board of Trustees, Mr. Cuella, President, Mrs. Ramirez, Vice President, Mrs. Singh, Secretary, Mrs. Garcia, Trustee, Mr. Gomez, Trustee, Mrs. Rodriguez, Trustee, and Mrs. Vela, Trustee. Thank you all. Brenda Salas, our NHS Vice President, will welcome guests on behalf of the student body, and she will be followed by Genesis Castillo, Class Secretary, who will provide this evening's inspirational words.
Good evening, parents, friends, and faculty. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for class of 2021. I would like to thank administration and staff for organizing this event for our class. Thank you to Dr. Troncoso, Mr. Garnica, Mrs. Saldivar, and our teachers for all your support throughout these years. I would like to give a very special thank you to Mrs. Ramirez for being an amazing class sponsor and always going above and beyond for our class. Mrs. Ram, you are loved and appreciated by every single senior graduating tonight. Thank you to our school board members for all your support as well. Without all of you guys, this would not have been possible. I speak for the entire senior class when I say we thank you and appreciate you for absolutely everything. To my class, we finally made it. I stand here before you, looking back on 4 years of legacy we've all made together. I know how many times we would say, I can't wait to graduate, and look at where we are now. Most of us did not think we would see the day come. I hold each and every one of you close to my heart, and I will never forget the memories we made throughout high school. From the moment we walked into the school as freshmen, we knew that we had 4 tough but exciting years ahead of us. Although our senior year didn't necessarily go as planned, we managed to make the most of it. Our world was flipped upside down when COVID hit, and unfortunately our class got the worst end of the stick. However, I am proud of us for persevering through the madness and making it to the other side. Our senior year will be one to remember. This is it, class, take it all in. These are some of our last moments as Anthony Wildcats. A new chapter of our lives is beginning. I know that the future is bright for you all. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us. One of my favorite quotes is by Abraham Lincoln, and it goes as follows. The best way to predict your future is to create it. So do not be afraid to go out there and look for what you have always been longing for. We are young and we have a whole life ahead of us. I am forever grateful to have been able to spend all these years with you. I will remember all the laughs, all the tears, all the fights, all the good and all the bad. I wouldn't have wanted these 4 years to go any other way. No matter what, we will always be class of 2021. Thank you everyone for all the memories. Here's to the next chapter.
The Miracles of Morning by Amanda Gorman. I thought I'd wake into a world in morning, heavy clouds crowding in a society storming. But there's something different on this golden morning, something magical in the sunlight, wide and warming. I see a dad with a stroller taking a jog. Across the street, a bright-eyed girl chased her dog. A grandma on the porch fingers her rosaries. She grinds as her young neighbor brings her groceries. While we might feel small, separate, and all alone, our people have never been more closely tethered. The question isn't if we will weather this unknown, but how we will weather this unknown together. So on this meaningful morn, we mourn and we mend. Like light, we can be broken, even when we bend. As one, we will defend both despair and disease. We stand with healthcare heroes and all employees, with families, libraries, schools, waiters, artists, businesses, restaurants, and hospitals hit hardest. We ignite not in the light, but in the lack thereof. For it is in loss that we truly learn to love. In this chaos we will discover clarity. In suffering we must find solidarity. For it's our grief that gives us our gratitude. Show us to find hope if we ever lose it. To ensure that this ache wasn't endured in vain. Do not ignore the pain, give it purpose, use it. Read children's book, dance along to DJ music. Know that this distance will make our hearts grow fonder. From a wave of woes our world will emerge stronger. We'll observe how the burdens braved by humankind were also the moments that make us humankind. Let every down find us courageous, brought closer, hitting the light before the fight is over. When this ends, we'll smile sweetly, finally seeing in testing times we became the best of beings.
Thank you, Brenda and Genesis. The class of 2021 will now recognize their parents. And now presenting the list of students for receiving scholarships and awards, our College and Career Coordinator, Mrs. Kapoor.
I would like to recognize the graduating seniors who have received scholarships and financial aid packages for the next 4 years. Jasmine Adriano, total financial aid packet, $90,000, the University of Texas at El Paso. Eliza Alador, $6,000 scholarship, Eastern New Mexico. Dasmi Areola, total financial aid packet, $254,400, Rice University. Genesis Castillo, $12,500 scholarship and total financial aid packet, $14,000, Texas Tech University. Ruby Leanda, $6,000 scholarship and a total financial aid packet of $144,000, New Mexico State University. Alejandra Flores, $16,696 scholarship and a total financial aid packet of $37,780, New Mexico State University. Viviana Gonzalez, total financial aid packet, $105,656, University of Texas at El Paso. Erin Castro, total financial aid packet, $89,380, Portland State University. Marisa Ledma, $18,000 scholarship and a total financial aid packet of $84,488, New Mexico State University. Megan Macias, $18,000 scholarship, New Mexico State University. Jacob Martinez, total financial aid packet, $85,688, New Mexico State University. Ryan Portillo, $12,000 scholarship, New Mexico State University. Alexis Prado, total financial aid packet, $103,340, University of North Texas. Ida Sines, total financial aid packet, $69,620, the University of Texas at El Paso. Brenda Salas, $18,000 scholarship and a total financial aid packet of $89,908, New Mexico State University. Lexi Saldivar, $4,000 scholarship, Texas Tech University. Sanchez, total financial aid packet $11,380, El Paso Community College. Jermaine Urbina, $26,000 scholarship and a total financial aid packet of $64,000, Briarcliff University. Ruth Urquiza, total financial aid packet $90,000, the University of Texas at El Paso. Aiden Young, $500 scholarship and a total financial aid packet of $67,908, New Mexico State University. I am honored and proud to announce that these seniors have received a total of $1.45 million in scholarship and financial aid money to attend the university of their choice. I would like to now announce the recipient of our 2 local Anthony High School scholarships. The recipient of the Tommy Sanchez Scholarship is Hayden Yount. The next recipient of our local Anthony High School scholarship for the Jim O'Toole Scholarship is Genesis Castillo.
We would like to thank Mrs. Kapoor for all of her hard work this year. She just worked really, really hard with our seniors this year. Again, Mrs. Kapoor, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. The Wildcat Awards are given every year to students who not only exemplify academic achievement, but someone who has shown exceptional character during their years at Anthony High School. I'm very proud to announce this year the class of 2021 Mr. and Ms. Wildcat are Mr. Wildcat Ryan Portillo and Ms. Wildcat Marissa Lerma. Take it to college and put it in your dorm. Congratulations. They can use it for bookshelves in their dorm, right? And this is where the fun begins, guys. Now for our salutatorian address, the salutatorian of the class of 2021, Marissa Lerma.
Good evening, classmates, school board members, Superintendent Dr. Tongoso, and district staff. I would like to start by thanking all of you, from teachers to friends and family who are with us today, whether in person or virtually. You have all had a profound impact on the development of students who will be graduating today. And although we don't have our entire loved ones in person to see this momentous occasion, I feel that it is safe to say that they are with us today in spirit. When I first sat down to write this speech, I was at a loss. I simultaneously had no idea what to write about and about a million thoughts running through my head. No matter how stuck I was on what to write, I couldn't shake the thought that this is a life-altering event. Graduation is the end of a decade-plus long journey and the beginning of a new one. No matter where we go after graduation, to college, or straight into the workforce, we have all just accomplished something amazing. And we have survived years of school and the juggling act that was schoolwork, extracurriculars, and our personal lives. Never hesitate or deny yourself the pride for accomplishing this moment. We all deserve to feel proud for what we have accomplished today. After I reflected on how big of a moment this is for us, I started to remember some of the memories we have made over the years. One of the most memorable, influential, and stressing moments of my high school career, and I'm sure your guys' too, was homecoming week. I used to love and dread homecoming week. I could imagine having a blast with my classmates, but at the same time, I imagined myself stressing out over the flow and our never-ending battle of finding a class chant. In memory of those homecoming weeks, I would like to apologize and thank my classmates. I know it may have been difficult to handle during homecoming week with all my orders, but you all always trusted me and humored me and my orders, and we always came together as a class. It will never cease to amaze me, no matter how stressed or overwhelmed we were, we managed to come together as a class and make homecoming week happen. It's memories like that about our class that I will cherish and look back on, and I hope you all have your memories of your own friends and our class to look back on and smile on. Deeper into my reflection and writing process for this speech, I knew that I wanted and needed to thank the people who have made my high school years memorable. I first want to thank our class sponsor, Ms. Ramirez, who has devoted her time to ensuring our class had the opportunity to create memories. I'm sure I can speak for my entire class when I say that Ms. Ramirez helped keep us together, and we appreciate everything she has done for us. Next, I would like to thank Ms. Saad. I have been a part of the varsity band since 7th grade, and when Ms. Saad became our band director, we not only grew as musicians, we grew as people. Ms. Saad has pushed me to become a better musician and leader, and the lessons I learned in the band will forever stick with me and follow me throughout my journey after high school. I would also like to thank Ms. Gira, who wanted us to succeed as students and wanted us to succeed as young adults. I and the rest of my class are forever grateful for Ms. Gita's kind words and overall support in our academics and personal goals. Thank you all for having a special impact on my life and making my experience of high school a learning experience and amazing. I would also like to thank my family tonight. To my mom and dad, there will never be enough words to describe the amount of appreciation I have for everything you have done for me, but I'm going to try. Mom, thank you for always supporting me. I'm a busy bee, and for the majority of my high school career, you took me everywhere I needed to be. Made it all to my special events like football games or concerts. No matter how tired or stressed you were, you always made time for me in my crazy schedule. I can't thank you enough for all your support. It means the world to me. Dad, thank you for encouraging me, even from miles away. I know how hard it is for you to always be on the road and away from home because of your job, but even from miles away, you always know how to encourage me when I'm down. Thank you both for always loving me, and I appreciate all the sacrifices you both have made so that I could have the opportunity to succeed. You both are amazing parents, and you both have raised me to be who I am today. I would also like to thank my two nieces, Cassie and Annie. Every time I see my nieces, they make my day 1,000 times brighter. And I want to thank them both for giving me even more strength to follow my dreams. But last but not least, I want to thank my best friend, Dassini. Dassini is more of a sister than a friend. She has been a part of my life since the age of 5, and she has stayed by my side through the best and worst moments of my life. Das, I am forever grateful for all the love and support you have given me. You are truly my other half, and I know you and I will always be a part of each other's life, no matter where or what happens. Writing this speech took me a long time. I battled with the words I wanted and needed to say. The one piece of advice I constantly received was to leave my class with a message.
It took me a while, but I realized what I wanted that message to be. The message I want to leave you all with is to say thank you. Thank the people in your life who have helped you grow into who you are today. Thank the ones who made you stronger. Thank the people who love you. Thank anyone who you feel has made a difference in your life. Saying a simple thank you is the easiest way to say I appreciate you. So I would like to end by saying thank you. All the faculty and staff who have made a wonderful impact on this graduating class, to my classmates who made school an adventure, to my friends who always knew how to make me smile, and to my family who gave me the strength to succeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Marissa. Normally, we would be putting these medals around you, but because of COVID, obviously we can't do that, so I'm going to give you this right now. So this is a medal for being our valedictorian, or salutatorian rather, this year. So thank you so much. And now for a valedictorian address, the valedictorian of the class of 2021, Destiny Arriola.
Good evening, class of 2021. I would like to start by applauding our teachers, faculty, staff, and parents for everything they've contributed to our school and to our success, because none of us could have made it here without them. Thank you. Now, first let's get the elephant out of the room. This wasn't exactly the year we wanted. COVID put our lives on pause, the pandemic left us isolated at times, and we couldn't spend the entire year together. But despite all these hurdles, we still achieved so much. We were able to push ourselves to do the work asynchronously, wake up on time for character strongs, and complete our DPMs. Mostly. The pandemic is finally lifting, and we could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. And we got through it. We're graduating. Simply making it to the end of this turbulent year is a huge accomplishment that each and every one of you should be proud of. We may never have to face these unique challenges again, but we won't forget the experience that it gave us. No, this wasn't the year we wanted, but it was the year we needed. This one year isn't what defines our class, though. Since kinder, most of us have been walking side by side, and growing up with you all is something I'll forever cherish. We've all cried together in elementary when Mr. Howell left because he taught us how to dance to Blue Dabba-dee Dabba-die. We all laughed together in middle school during those dances in the cafeteria because any day that was redress day was a party in of itself. We've all celebrated together in high school every time Fernie would win another game of musical chairs. Because hyping each other up is what this class does best. And now, tonight, we're doing all three. We're crying, laughing, and celebrating together for the last time. I can never articulate how much each and every one of you mean to me because even if we didn't talk much, I know you. We all know each other. And that sort of bond is a beautiful thing you can't find at any other school. What we lack in size, we make up for with heart. Class of 2021, I know these two words can never mean enough, but thank you. I really love you guys. Thank you also to Ms. Ram, who somehow managed to lovingly tolerate and sponsor our very crazy class all these years. Thank you to all of our teachers who had to figure out just as much as we had to this year with Zooms and Schoology. Thank you to all of our staff for keeping our halls clean, driving our buses home, feeding us free meals, and troubleshooting our Chromebooks. Thank you to our administration for working hard and still making a safe and fun prom and senior sunset possible. Thank you to every sports team, every school organization for representing Anthony with pride and for still going out on those fields before we can even go back in those classrooms. Thank you to Ms. Saad and the entirety of Varsity Band for being my amazing second family since middle school. Thank you to Marissa, my best friend, for being my hand to hold and my shoulder to cry on. Ever since our parents got their mail mixed up in kinder, I'm going to miss all of you. Last but not least, thank you to my parents, who have sacrificed so much for my brother and me, and who gave me the opportunity and the privilege to continue my education. Mom and Dad, I can never repay you guys. I hope I make you proud. As much as I'd like to make this entire speech about thank yous, I know that I'm apparently supposed to give advice here too. To be honest, I don't really have any, because truthfully, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I think that's kind of advice in its own way. No one really knows what they're doing, especially since we're all still so young. And that's okay. I'm far from being the person I want to be, but we're starting this new phase of our lives together. And I believe in us. We'll figure it out. We'll succeed. In the words of Jordan B. Peterson, don't compare yourself with other people. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday. There's no definite measure of success. So whatever that means to you, happiness, family, career, just go for it. Don't care about what others are doing, how much they're making, or how you stack up compared to them. Because we all have our own lives to live. All the other lives are already taken. Class of 2021, I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. And I know you all do amazing things. Go on and live. Be kind, be truthful, and be yourselves. Live a good life. Thank you.
Thank you, Destiny. And by the way, you guys have a DPM to complete by 11:59 p.m. And yes, it does count for attendance. Not kidding, guys, you do have one. Members of the board and guests, as the principal of Anthony High School, I certify that the class of 2021 has met the requirements for graduation as outlined by the state of Texas and our Board of Education. They are now ready to receive their diplomas. Now our board president, Mr. Cuellar, will do the certification of acceptance.
Mr. Gronica, I accept the certification of Class 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Cuellar. Members of the board, at this time we will be handing out the diplomas, so if you can please stand.
Daphne Ariola. Marissa Lerma. Genesis Castillo. Brenda Salas. Jasmine Adriano. Eliza Alatorre. Ashley Alvarado. Ruby de Anda. Anaí Dorado. Alejandra Flores. Claudia Foster. Allison Garcia. Destiny Garcia. Tristan Gonzalez. Viviana Gonzalez. Anaí Jaques. Aaron Castro. Martín Lerma. Desiree Loera. Desiree Lopez. Edgar Lopez. Gandhi Lopez. Megan Macias. Caitlin Madrid. Jacob Martinez. Jerry Meneses.
Congratulations. Thank you. Very proud of you. Okay? Very proud of you.
Eder Moreno. Edgar Ornelas. Kayla Peregrino. Marco Plasencia. Ryan Portillo. Alexis Prado. Ferdy Ramirez. Giovanna Ramos. Alan Rueda. Aide Steins. Alexandra Saldivar. Jair Sanchez. Jermaine Urbina. Ruth Urquiza. Christian Valle. Beyonce Viela. Hayden Yacht.
Thank you, Ms. Era. And now for the turning of tassels, our senior class sponsor, Mrs. Ramirez.
Good evening. Seniors, please rise. At this time, you may now turn your tassel. You are now
thank yous that she got in our speeches. Ms. Ram means a lot to our senior class. So this is on behalf of the seniors. and how much we appreciate she's just put in countless hours this year to take care of these kids and make sure they still got a good senior year. So I am so proud of her too, and I appreciate all the hard work she's done for you guys. So this is for you.
Okay guys, I always say I'm never ever going to cry, and this is probably the first time I'm going to. I want you to know you are an amazing class, and thank you for all the wonderful moments. Wait, I forgot to say something. You may not be seated.
I was going to leave you guys standing, but thank you, Mr. Ramirez. Now for our farewell address, Brian Portillo, Student Body President.
Good evening, school board members, Superintendent Dr. Troncoso, district staff, and my fellow classmates, parents, and guardians. First, I would like to thank all of you, from teachers to friends and family, for being in attendance this evening to mark this special occasion. Each of you have played an important role to get us here today, and I know I can speak on behalf of my class in saying thank you for all of your hard work and dedication invested in us to get us to this day. Today, we have commemorated the closing and opening of a new chapter in our life. The years of hard work and dedication have finally paid off right in front of us. However, with our hard work and dedication came a lifetime of bittersweet memories and unity. Memories are made to last a lifetime, as though we may not all have the same memories, we each have a different story to tell and reminisce on when we think about our days in elementary, middle, and high school. Everything from our 3rd grade lockdown to our final goodbyes will remain engraved in our hearts about our time we spent together and united as one. From our middle school teachers to high school teachers, from sporting events and the long bus rides away and back home, middle school dances to homecoming and our senior prom. The hard work of pulling together district pep rallies to kick off the beginning of Friday Night Lights. Coaches, teachers, administration, and sponsors teaching us our right from wrongs and how to not only navigate our time at Anthony, but preparing us for when life becomes real when we step out of those doors tonight with a diploma in our hands. Each of these memories allowed us to get through our time at Anthony and made it all worthwhile. Today, as we exit this building, we not only walk out as graduates, but alumni of Anthony High School. We may not all see eye to eye that our time in high school was the best, but we leave a legacy to all other classes and future Wildcats, to never give up even when life seems its hardest and our nation is under crisis. No matter what was thrown in the court, the senior class of 2021 was always ready to play ball and finish strong. We can all agree that our last years of high school were not how we expected them to be, but we persevered, and made them the best of what we could. Even as we leave here tonight, our journey is only just beginning, whether that be continuing your education or conquering other options. No matter what we will be doing in the future, we will always be a representation of Anthony High School. No matter the university, no matter the career, no matter the life, we know where each of us have come from and what that means to each and every one of us. There is a great big world of opportunity through those doors, and now is our time to embrace these opportunities and conquer them in the future, for the future is the rest of our lives. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The future depends on what we do in the present." So Wildcats, as we move on from our days in high school and enter our days of adulting, remember that we must live each day as it affects our future and to also live each day to its fullest. No matter the problem, there is always a solution. No matter the consequence, there is always a lesson. As we look to our classmates next to each other and in the row surrounding you, you will create one last memory that will forever remain with you. We may not all remain in contact with each other, but we will remember each other. Therefore, even though our days as a class have come to an end, The memories will forever live in our hearts and in the soul of Anthony High School. So, Wildcats, I will leave you with one last quote that so happens to be my favorite. Do not tell us the sky is the limit when there are footprints on the moon. So keep moving forward and conquer the future, class of 2021.
Thank you, Ryan. And this time, this concludes our live stream. We want to thank all of our virtual guests